So, like, you know, when you get money, people tend to go and spend it on community events, like like buying up community homes, community like places for children and stuff. But the question is, are you obligated to do those services? When you make money, are you obligated to do those services? Like a big person like Nipsey Hussle like passed away, and he had bought up like almost a whole block, like just for the black community, like to support the children, to support this and that.
Where
and
he came from,
I feel like, me personally, if I was to get money, I would most definitely, I wouldn't feel obligated to, but I would do it as me giving back.
I feel like are you obligated to give back to the community, especially where you came from, when you are down and out? It's the same question as, are you obligated to be nice? You're not obligated to do anything, but there's a responsibility that comes when you know, you've kind of built yourself up, and also it's like, I would judge you if you're not nice, even though you're not obligated to.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
No, it's
a lot of people get a lot of backlash.
People are going to judge
That's my point. And when I think about, I don't know what community I would be giving back to. There's a lot of communities in my road here. But if let's say I was born and I was raised in Kiambu, and I came up through the trenches, the toughness, a lot of people maybe even did a harambe for me to be able to go to school, all that.
Definitely.
Then when I get to the top, I think I shouldn't give back to those people. I don't expect that my call, you can call me anytime to ask me for your daughter's school fees. No. But what I feel
there has
is
to be a line and a limit.
I don't want to feel like those same people who put their back down for me to step on, that I want to support them up. I don't know who I would be if I didn't do that.
Exactly.
As I said, there's no obligation.
It has to be in an organized way. You're right. There's no obligation. No one can force you to give away any of your money at the end of the day. But I will say that it's like, you know, you live a life of consequence. Once you're able to give back, I don't see a reason for you not to give back, especially because a lot of the people that give back in large ways, it doesn't hurt them to give back.
It doesn't.
Like, especially in the sense of, it's like, you see people with amounts of money that they will never spend in their lifetime, their kids' lifetimes, or their grandkids' lifetimes. Like, there's just no way to get through that without giving. I mean, even if you look at Notre Dame burning down, how a bunch of millionaires committed all that money, it really goes to show that a lot of the world's problems would be solved if people gave more. You know, it has to be in an organized manner. Because you made a good point about, I'm not going to be able to have like my, aunts and uncles and cousins calling me all the time for small loans. But if I decide like, I'm going to put a borehole for this village, like my sister did. If I've decided I'm going to rebuild, this house or something, I can do those sort of things.
100%.
But that's the precedent that you have to set as you come up, you know?
And I feel like it's definitely about who the person is.
True.
Plenty of people, this conversation has been had even by the biggest stars in the world. And some people feel like, if I make this an obligation, if I feel like I must do this, everyone automatically is going to approach me because they know I feel obligated. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I feel like if you have been through so much with the people around you, your community, your family, giving back is not because you have to or because they necessarily deserve it. Some of them maybe even turn their back on you. You won't be giving back the portion of them that's horrible. You'd be remembering the times when they did something. They were a big part of where you got to. You know what I mean? And no man is an island. No matter what people say, no one is 100% self-made. Someone gave you a break. Somebody gave you a break, someone gave you a leg up, and to recognize that person, I feel like that should be in the spirit of every human being, you know? So if I have someone like, that's a deal breaker for me in a relationship, when you don't recognize where you came from and you're not trying to look back where you came from. That's a deal breaker.
Absolutely.
For me, that's how important that is.
I mean,
you have to.
And you got to step in because you don't want like somebody destroying your heritage, it's like, because if the community you came from is like your heritage, and let's say somebody's trying to mess with it the same way that it's like black communities in the States are at risk, houses are being torn down. So you want to save the place that you came from. So, because it's a legacy, you want to keep it alive.
And at the end of the day, like you said, like growing up in Kiambu or something, like these people like praise you in a way. Like once you become big,
they
praise you.
You're remembered.
Somebody big, but you aren't obligated, period, point blank. You're not obligated, but you should give back to your community.
They weren't obligated to help you.
They weren't.
True.
They weren't obligated to help you.
Every time, I feel like the obligation is put forward so that people can remove responsibility. It's not, where the more, first of all, right now, if I had enough money to literally transform Kiambu to like the richest
I already have the plan.
I would do it.
Yeah,
I would do it. You know what I mean? Only because if those people didn't help me, I might not be where I am. So why not I help someone and maybe 5 other kids can be in my position when they're my age.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Be a role model.
I'm sorry, this is something I really feel so strongly about. It's like,
it's intense. It's intense, especially as you get older, because you go through life and you meet people who you want to help. You meet places you want to help. Like things make an impact on you that you, like I still think about the volunteer work I did. I still think about giving back. And you plan your life in a way around those things, at least a little bit.
And if you're out there and maybe you feel like, you know, first of all, I'm not in the position, none of us are in the position currently where we have people calling us 24/7 asking us for money. You might be the person who you made it out of your village, you made it out of your community, and how does that feel for you to be the one everyone is looking to for either handouts, for school fees, for harambes? How does that feel? Do you feel obligated? Do you feel like it's too much of a responsibility to bear? Where do you stand with that? And for the rest of us who are still coming up, do you feel like you'd be obligated to give back to the community where you came from? The text tone is 40975 40920, and the hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk.